Some mystery person out there has a copy of a voting system server from Colorado. A judge today demanded to know who has it. Who has a copy of the election server from Elbert County? It's one of 8 known election security breaches since 2020 by people who are searching for evidence of voter fraud. Politics guy Marshall Zellinger joins us now from Elbert County, where Republican clerk Schroeder copied this election server, gave a copy, Marshall, to some mystery person the judge wants to know but does not want the public to see.
For now, right now, the judge has ordered, as you said, Republican Elbert County Clerk Schroeder to reveal to the judge who this other person was, how long they had it, a chain of custody, but for now that's just for the judge. Part of the reason Schroeder's team argued they don't want this person to be harassed. The judge also ordered that Schroeder share, as I said, where it's been at all times, and that information has to be provided by the end of Tuesday. So far, the judge has not ordered that Schroeder turn over the hard drives to the Secretary of State. The Elbert County Courthouse was the happening place to be this afternoon, filled with Schroeder supporters. Here's what I learned in court. Schroeder has both copies of the hard drive in his control, but he doesn't physically have both. And I'm not sure how both can be true. Schroeder's attorney did say the copies are not in the same place at the same time. He said Schroeder is willing to send one at a time to Democratic Secretary of State Jenna Griswold as long as he gets them back and as long as they're not together at the same time. The judge has not ruled on that yet. The attorneys for the Secretary of State argued that these were unauthorized copies of the election server, and allowing Schroeder to avoid handing them over would give county clerks the green light to do whatever they want. Something that wasn't discussed in court today, Kyle, but was put in court filings is quite interesting. In a separate case in Delaware, Dominion Voting Systems has sued Fox News Network for defamation. As part of that case, Fox News was able to get a subpoena to get Elbert County's copies of these election servers. And in those court filings, Schroeder argued that by having to hand them over to the Secretary of State, it would prevent Fox News the ability to get them through the subpoena. Willing to get them possibly to Fox News Network, but not willing to just hand them over to the Secretary of State.
We just hope the folks who are watching this night after night, if we're talking about this, realize that this whole election fraud conspiracy, the whole big lie, is centered on Colorado. Some of the first people to push it were here. The folks busting into voting systems looking for the proof are here. Colorado's the nexus to this thing.
And what was argued in court, the Secretary of State's attorneys, who are attorney generals, wanted to know what's on these hard drives. And even Schroeder's own team said they don't know what's on these hard drives because Schroeder supposedly just made the copies and they've been sealed ever since and no one's looked at them. So as far as I know, everybody in court wants to know what's on these hard drives, but nobody really does.
Wild day. Marshall Zellinger, the man tracking this story better than anybody else. Marshall, thank you.